Well, as we look to the weather now, it's certainly been hot and sticky, humid, but now we're dealing with some rain as I bring in First Alert meteorologist Samantha Roberts. Sam.
Yeah, and we had that huge rainstorm and thunderstorms come through on Monday, and we've kind of gotten this little break, but now rain is back in the forecast tonight and tomorrow. We're already seeing it in some areas, but it's pretty spotty. We've got these showers out here, not even any lightning associated with this across parts of Portage County, especially off to the west of Shalersville. Then we're watching this big guy out over the lake. This is a really big thunderstorm, and I'm sure you're getting a light show right now in Port Clinton, Catawba Island, Put-in Bay, Kelly's, and across much of Erie County. Sandusky, it's very, very dark looking. I'm sure outside the sky is like gray for this time of the day, and maybe even some hail with this. We're also watching it in the weather office because not only is it producing a tremendous amount of heavy rain right now and lots of lightning, it's also been producing some rotation, and it's kind of been tightening up just a little bit. It's not a huge deal right now because it's obviously out over the open water, so it's kind of a walleye storm right now. It's not on land impacting anybody. You can just kind of see it in the distance, and it's also moving at 5 miles per hour. So it's kind of just sitting out there out over the water with a marine warning. However, we do need to watch it because if it holds together as it gets towards Erie County, that could create some issues, or Ottawa County, excuse me. Next several hours, we've got chances for some
Spoiler alert, Sam just told me not good walking weather tomorrow because of the rain. Sam?
Yeah, not a great weather day. You know, it's been one of those summers where we've seen obviously a lot of rain. We've had several days where there was like a part of the day, usually the afternoon, with thunderstorms. We honestly have not had many days where it just rained for the majority of the day. But that's going to be one of those days tomorrow. So kind of a different setup for rain. Let me walk you through it on First Alert Future View. So this is tomorrow morning. We're going to have rain and some thunder moving through. The good news with this is the overall severe threat tomorrow is actually quite low. We could see some pockets of heavy rain, low visibility, maybe even some ponding on the morning drive. But we do like that severe threat is pretty low tomorrow. The clouds, the persistent showers, that's going to keep things cooler, low to mid 70s, but that high temperature is likely going to happen either around midnight tonight or maybe like 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Most of the day we're going to spend in the 60s, but they're kind of like slightly muggy 60s, so it's not as if it's going to feel refreshing. It's just going to feel damp outside. Weather is all about perspective, right? By mid-afternoon, the rain's a little bit spottier, and I think we'll have a quieter evening commute. We may even have a very nice sunset tomorrow, so looking forward to that. Right now, it's just hot. We're at 82 in Cleveland, feeling like 87 because of all that humidity. We don't have a ton of storms out there right now. We did have a big storm pop up right over Streetsboro, so there could be some high water issues in that area. It's kind of rained itself out. You can see a little rain trying to develop south of Akron. And then we're still watching this. I'm not going to call it a thunderstorm anymore because you can see the lightning has really kind of faded away with it, but still an interesting storm structure out over the lake. This is west of Catawba. There's almost a little bit of rotation still left with this thunderstorm, or shower. We're going to be watching it very closely. The sky does look rather menacing out there. Jason just pulled it up on one of our cameras. So kind of like gray looking low clouds. So no imminent threat at this hour for severe weather, but we do need to watch that storm. Of course, we'll be following it for you on the weather show right after this show. But first,